And good evening and welcome to an election edition of The People. I'm Robert Chernin. Nice to be joining you again. So another year, another election. And you know what that means, right? It means more boarding up of the buildings, more businesses shutting down in anticipation, calling out the National Guard. And the rest of the country is on pins and needles to see, depending on who wins, just how peaceful these mostly peaceful protests will now be going forward. On a very serious, less cynical note, because I am from New Jersey, which is where the cynicism comes from, here's what I hope for. I hope whoever wins this election, look, everyone knows I'm a Trump supporter, already cast my vote. But regardless, whoever wins this election, I hope it is by a significant majority, an overwhelming majority. I hope there is a clear winner here, both in the Electoral College and the popular vote. Because, ladies and gentlemen, as we've talked about many times, we are not a democracy. We hear the word all the time, but what we are is a constitutional republic. So it is not just popular vote, it is also the Electoral College that matters. Outside, I hope that this is outside any margin of error and any of political shenanigans that may or may not be going on, whether it's ballot harvesting or ballot drop boxes or people who are non-citizens voting, because the Constitution is very clear on that, on federal election law. I also hope that the results are known today or tonight, not tomorrow, not in 5 days, not in 10 days. It is not election month. It is not election season. It is election day. I hope, since I was involved way back in the day, we do not have another replay of 2000 Bush v. Gore in Florida. Based on polling, if it does happen, might end up being in Pennsylvania. Here's what else I hope is that going forward, that while I'm a 10th Amendment guy, that I respect states' rights to control their elections, I hope that we at some point establish a national holiday for federal elections. So that takes that off the table. I hope that we have voter ID. It's a simple thing. You have to have an ID from everything from birth to death. And I hope that there is some paper trail to be able to non-computerize so that each and every vote does count in this. I am an old Ronald Reagan guy. It is trust, but verify. And it's a very simple thing. The right to vote is a sacred American obligation. And I hope that, because we're not a democracy, that I hope that people understand that it starts and ends at the ballot box. It is a sacred right. Now, that's what I hope for. Of course, then again, I still believe in the tooth fairy, and I still believe that Oswald acted alone in shooting Kennedy. So there's that, and what the hell do I know? In any event, ladies, welcome, and gentlemen, welcome to election night.